Alright, Joe. I wasn't planning on making this video, but after a couple months of sitting, I came out to get cracking back on the Ranger, and it wouldn't start. And I'm pretty sure I got that narrowed down to fuel pump not working. So here, I'll show a quick clip here of the fuel pump. And it certainly didn't look very good. This was the motor. There sure is a lot of crap on it. The sock and the, I don't know if y'all can see that, the regulator. So I say, okay, well, time to get another one. But they don't make those anymore. So after talking on the forums with experts, the right way to do this is to get the new style fuel tank and new style fuel pump. And to buy those as new is like $600. And we're not doing that right now. And then I was digging and was able to find a replacement pump, sock, and regulator for $79 and reuse the frame or assembly here, whatever you want to call it. But this ain't even looking too good. And this is the part you really can't get another one of. So what I'm going to do here is take wire brush, try to get all the crap off of here, and then spray it. Well, I'm thinking I'm going to spray it with this. I got the replacement sock, pump, and regulator here. So I guess now it's time to get to cleaning and see what we get out of this bad boy. Besides just a giant pile of rust, because I know we'll have that. Okay, well that ain't perfect, but it's better. And what I'm really trying to concentrate on is like this ground point here for the motor's power. This is not. So I cleaned up what I could here and gave it a little spray with that rust treatment, and it certainly seems to help some. Tried to keep it off anything important like that ground point there and all that plastic rubber. So it's it does look better. At least we're getting somewhere. We'll let this dry and do its thing, then come out and take a look tomorrow and see if we can maybe get this reassembled, well, or painted or whatever we need to do, reassembled and back in the Ranger so we can ride. Alright, here we go. We give a shot at reassembling of this thing after the rust treatment, and these connectors on the negative side were gone, so basically all this was corroded away and teeth were falling off trying to put back together, so I put new connectors on there, and now we got to put in the new regulator compared to this guy. I would say that's shot, and hopefully this is the fix to what was causing the oil or the gas fuel in my oil. If not, we're gonna have to replace the injectors, but let's see what we can do here. Remember, this plastic is super brittle. I can't get another one of these, so I'm trying to be gentle. Oh shit. That's what I was afraid of. And now with this broken clip, this ring's not going to hold it in anymore. Even if I can get it together. Son of a bitch. Alright, so I was able to get it in place using my favorite fix tool, the zip tie. Hopefully you can see there. This clip broke off. Got it in place. Actually used the channel locks extended out to cinch her down. Clicked in these two on this side. Put the zip ties around it the best I could. Hunkered them down. And now let's cut them off. Alright. That is the best I can do on the regulator. Let's hope it is enough. Now, we got the motor and its strainer. You may remember the old motor covered in rust. Nasty. The old strainer. Let's see. A new strainer. how about that? This will go on it to hold it on. The other one was secured with zip ties. Good choice. And I got the perfect size here. Says on here, by the way, printed in the plastic, positive, negative. And negative will be right here. And positive looks a little corroded, but I think it's good to use. It still feels pretty snug on there. Now, I think our fuel pump is now refurbished with only minimal broken parts and parts left over. That's pretty good. Now, the fuel tank is empty, and the expert I've been speaking to online says stop using gasohol. So I guess I better go out on a ethanol-free search mission here and get an empty jug, and then we'll fire it on up. Alright, so we're back out here on the fuel pump, and I was cleaning out the gas tank, getting it ready for the pump, but you saw all the rust that was on the pump, and looking in here you can see there's just all kinds of rust everywhere. I said, what the heck? Because it's a plastic fuel tank. Well, I got these out of the bottom, and they look like socks from fuel pumps in the past. I'm sure that's what they are. But apparently this one had some metal in it, along with, I guess, maybe some filter material or something. I don't know. But that's the source of my rust. So they're out, but it's still a mess inside of there. All right, so I got it dropped back in. I haven't put the screws in or anything. All I'm doing is connecting the electrical. I got to get another one of them, whatever that thing is called, I forget, for this end of the hose. But let's give it a test. So in research, when you turn the key to the on position, the computer sends a couple seconds of power to the fuel pump for priming purposes. So let's do that. The tank is still empty. I got the key in here. I'm gonna turn the key. I'm gonna put you in here. Oh yeah, I think we're gonna be good. So let's take a trip to the hardware store and the gas station, screw this thing in, get this hose hooked back up, and then see if we can ride. And oh shit, yeah, we're not gonna be able to ride because the crankcase is still full of fuel and oil. I'm gonna have to get that out. That'll be fun. And hopefully we don't end up having to replace the injectors. Hopefully it was that regulator that was bad, that was given the wrong amount. I don't know I don't understand exactly how that's gonna work, but everyone online was telling me the fuel and oil is either injectors or the regulator. And that regulator looked pretty shot. Oh, also off camera, we replaced the inline fuel filter because with all that trash in there, there's no telling how clogged up that was. So let's go get some gas and we'll be back. All right, we're almost ready to start. There's some cold front coming in. The temperature's dropping, the wind's blowing. I hope y'all can hear me. Hope it's not blowing out your headphones. Let's see if we can get this thing to crank. Now remember, there's still fuel and the crankcase is overfilled, so I'm just gonna get the hoses connected, the gas in, and see if it'll start. And then I'm gonna drain the crankcase, put new oil in as soon as I can get on the lift. We've got some stuff in the way right now, but let's cross fingers. Here we go. Damn, I need another screwdriver. All right, we're good now. Gas in, power connected. Filter on. I'm gonna put the key in. And turn the key to on a couple times to help with the prime. Or neutral, yeah. Key on. Key on. Key on. And start. Well, hopefully there's just a little air in the system. Probably air in the system and a little bit of that bad gas. See if it smooths out in a second. Is that better or what? That is fantastic. So I'm not sure if I showed in the other videos, if I would turn the key on, start it, and hit the gas with the old pump and all the trash in the tank and the fuel filter that was connected in backwards, which probably doesn't matter, but it can't help, it would die the first few times I hit the gas. That was working great. So now I'm gonna get over to the lift and get the contaminated oil and fuel out of the crankcase. I would drive it right now, but I don't really want to run it any more than that. It is totally overfilled in there. I don't want any problems with pressure blowing out any seals or whatnot. So that will be done probably off camera, because that's just an oil change. That's really nothing to see. And then we will get back to the suspension work, probably wheel bearings next. I don't know, but when we get it on the lift, we'll go through it again. But it looks like the fuel system is now back operating. Now, if I mentioned earlier about the injectors versus the fuel pressure regulator maybe causing my fuel and oil in the crankcase, also I'm going to keep an eye on it and make sure that it is not accumulating fuel back in there again. If so, we're probably going to have to look at the injectors. But for right now, we have a successful project. So thanks for watching. Thanks for bearing with me, and I'm learning as I go. So if y'all are expecting to learn from me as an expert, that's you're barking up the wrong tree. But thanks again, and we'll see you later. Appreciate it.